amazing how you can speak right to my heart without saying a word.
Oh, come on, they come,
man. Light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. The truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you catch me whenever I fall. Say it best when you say nothing at all.
Hello everyone and welcome back to day 6 of the Movies and Milk 30-day film challenge with myself, the drastically inferior host Matthew Coleman, and my good friend Michael McGorry. Today both myself and Michael will be discussing our very favourite romance films, and of course I am a sucker. What happened there? I've just spilled all the milk on the carpet. Whether that be a romantic comedy, a dramance, a horrormance, a thrillmance, a rom thrill, a roma, whatever it may be, whatever sort of hybrid it is, whatever sort of subgenre it fits into. And today we're going to be talking about probably my favourite of all time. Certainly one that gets all the emotions going throughout the entirety of the film. Equally one that elevates my mood if I'm having a bit of a downer. Notting Hill, written by one of my all-time favourite writers, Richard Curtis. Notting Hill tells the story of Hugh Grant, who works in an independent bookstore. One day Julia Roberts' character comes traipsing in, and of course in typical romance fashion he falls head over heels in love with her. Throughout the film it takes a little while for Julia Roberts' character to reciprocate that affection. Expertly written by Richard Curtis, the dialogue is very, very believable in this film. This is his masterpiece, I truly believe. That's where it differs from a majority of other romantic films. This film feels very real, feels very much in the moment. It feels genuine. It's got a brilliant cast, of course. It's got Hugh Grant, Julia Roberts, the dad from Paddington as a young man, he's in this. Rhys Ifans has been in a lot of great films over the time, not The Amazing Spider-Man. This film has a fantastic balance of feeling like a big Hollywood production, namely towards the end of the film when Hugh Grant enters the press conference and begins to ask Julia Roberts questions. It feels very big, it feels like a big Hollywood film, but also at times, probably a large majority of the time, it feels very independent, very small and compact. And it's in these smaller moments that I personally prefer. Honestly, I think Julia Roberts is the standout here. She is terrific in this film. Her performance is impeccable. Hugh Grant, of course, I just feel so bad for him throughout the entire film. You know, he loves this woman and he wants to feel that affection back, and it's just not coming for a large portion of the film. She messes him around quite a lot, so don't let anyone tell you that men just push women a bit wicked. Julia Roberts. Anyway, I need to remind myself that these aren't full reviews of the films as such, just some of the moments why I love the films that I do choose throughout this month during this film challenge. So if any of you watching yet to see Notting Hill, I highly implore that you do check it out. It really is a great film. If for some reason you can't find it anywhere online, it honestly is worth every penny. So thank you very much again for watching. It's been a great reception so far for a small channel. You know, I appreciate all the views that we're getting. I'm sure Michael can share my feelings there. And now I will pass you back into the very capable hands of Mr. Michael McGorry. Michael, take it away.
Thank you so very much, Matthew. And before I even go on to discuss my entry, let me welcome you to my living room. And also, please excuse any sweat patches I may have. It's 1,000 degrees in here. Why I chose to wear a grey shirt, I don't know. So I'm partial to a little romantic comedy here and there. I like to live vicariously through them, primarily because I'm lonely. Who can say where the road, where the day, only time. However, this love for romantic comedies was not always the case. Back when I was a kid, I thought we men had to be into action films and westerns and explosions, monsters, cowboys, yes. But that was before my mother and sister introduced me to Enchanted, a romantic comedy that isn't one of the best, it's not one of the funniest, it doesn't showcase one of the best relationships on screen, but I do believe we were asked to pick our favourite, not what we thought was the best romantic film. And seeing as I still watch it every Valentine's Day to this day, in my underwear, on this couch by myself, eating ice cream, drinking a whole crate of beer, I figured Enchanted was probably the best pick. The film isn't anything new, it's essentially a fish out of water story, showing the Disney animated princess Giselle as she is teleported to the big scary apple. But the film is it's so sweet, and it always puts me in a good mood. And not only did it introduce me to the rom-com genre, but it also introduced me to some of my favourite actors and actresses. We've got the beautiful Amy Adams, the stunning Adele Dazeem, the smoking hot gilf that is Susan Sarandon, the two hunks James Marsden and Patrick Dempsey, and the single most dreamy person to grace this planet, Timothy Spall. And it's a Disney film, so you can bet your arse that it's got some banging tunes in there. I would love for this film to be talked about just as much as other Disney films. I mean, it subverted the whole marrying someone you just met cliche long before Frozen even came out. And not only does it subvert that cliche, but it does it in such a way that it doesn't completely ruin the film's setup. I mean, I like Frozen, but when Hans is revealed to be the villain, it just falls apart. So yes, great acting, banging tunes, the subversion of Disney cliches, it all culminates into a film that just holds a special place in my heart. And that's all that really matters, eh? So speaking of which, there's a heart for you. I love you all. Unless you're not subscribed. So that's the end of the video, Matthew, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below of what your favourite romantic film is. And also, if you wish to take part in this 30-day movie challenge yourself, you can find the template over on our Instagram. Stay safe, don't do anything stupid, and we'll see you again tomorrow.